Hello, please make sure you're on page 2, and we're going to talk about the range today. The range is often included in our unit on measures of central tendency, although it is not a measurement of central tendency. When we work with measures of central tendency, we're looking for values that represent the center of the data, and the range is not one of them. However, it does give us valuable information regarding our data. So, to find the range, we find the maximum data value, which means the highest number. And we subtract the minimum value, in other words, the lowest number. So let's look at our data that we've given. Let's scan it. And sometimes it's helpful to put in an order. We don't have to put it in an order, but that could be helpful. And when I scan through, I'm seeing so far that 48 is the lowest number that I'm seeing. So I'm going to highlight that right now. Let's scan it again and make sure that that's the lowest number. Now we're going to look for the highest number. So I'm going to scan the data again and look for the highest number. And it looks like the highest number is 99. So in order to find this, we take the highest number, 99, and we subtract the lowest number, which is 48. And our range is 51. So the range of this data is 51, which means there's 51 numbers between our lowest data item and our highest data item or values. Next, example B, the number of cups of coffee sold at a coffee vending machine outlet in a busy street for 2 weeks are the following. And so these represent the number of cups of coffee sold for 2 weeks. So again, when we have a large number of data, it might be helpful for us to place it in order. However, that's not necessary. What is necessary is that we find the highest and lowest data item. And you'll notice last example, I chose to find the lowest and then the highest. What is very important though, we're taking the highest data item minus the lowest. So as we scan through this data, 52 is the lowest item, our value rather, and 77 is the highest value. So we're going to take 77 minus 52. And the range is 25. So now it is your turn to do this independently. Please find the range for the following data sets. Please pause the video and show your work. Then you can replay the video and check your answers. So for data set C, 84 was our highest value minus the lowest value of 9. And the result was 75. So our range is 75, meaning there's a spread of 75 numbers between the lowest value and the highest value. For our next set, letter D, the highest value was 79 minus the lowest value, which was 10, leaving a value of 69, meaning there's 69 numbers between the highest and lowest data value. And finally, for letter E, the highest was 93 and the lowest value was 46. And for this one, I want to show my borrowing. It's always a good idea when you're doing hand calculations. So I'm going to look at like this is 13 minus 6, which would be 7, and 8 minus 4, which would be 4. So the spread, or the range, would be 47. Thank you, and you can go on to our next page.